for today we're gonna be working on Plum Plum TV's Chibi Model. And so far this is what I've done. We're gonna take our time, no rush. Although if I finish it, then it doesn't mean I rushed it. It just means that I'm awesome, huh? I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of what I've done so far, and then we'll proceed with drawing for realsies. Okay? So this is what I've done so far, because this is the model reference, right? Very cute. I do like the colors. The color placement. Very warm. No, cool pink rather. My apologies. They want to have a Letterman jacket moment. And they also want a jacket off toggle. That's why in our draft, you see an arm here. I'm gonna place this arm later in Live 2D. There's a jacket off version. Ta-da! There's the sleeve! Then there's the sleeve on. And then I'll just morph it later. So the hand twists, like the fingers would twist later, but this is just a draft, so it should be fine. And then so far, I've already done most of the head parts. I only need to do the shading for the front of the hair and also for the horns. But I'm pretty proud of how the eyes look. Look at it! So cute! And also the earrings. Simple, but I'm still gonna add a bit of depth to it. So it kinda flips from side to side whenever she moves her head around, something like that. I also got to achieve the underline, the pink. And then what's gonna happen for the whites of the eyelashes is that when she closes her eyes, the down lid is actually underneath the sclera. I know it's like a lot of Live 2D speak, but I don't know, I just felt like sharing my process with you folks at home. But then what's gonna happen is that the iris isn't gonna go beyond the white eyelashes, but we'll see. I'll feel it out. And then they mentioned that they want something like the horn is kind of like polished ivory, so we're gonna make it a bit shiny. And I've already done the base body. I've even done the tail already, so that's why hopefully we'll be able to finish this model today. So I guess we're just gonna color pick the colors from the tail and put it on the horns, just so we could keep things moving along, you know? This design is so cute. I know! And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out this side of the horns, because it'll just be a guide. So the real horn layer that we'll be working with later in Live 2D is the one on the right side. Or in Live 2D terms, the left side, because it's all mirrored. Okay, now for the front of the hair. I've already drafted where the highlights and shadows will be placed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and copy paste all of these parts into their respective layers. It's very relaxing to do the shading, the highlights and shading of a VTuber model. It's kinda like a puzzle, you know? Because you have your draft and then you have to go through every layer, every part of the hair, and then you color it from there. And then you make sure at the end it still looks cohesive. Hopefully it would still look good once I start rigging it. Because sometimes you would be like, oh wow, I did so much detailing with the coloring of the hair and all the other parts of the body, but then it's not separated properly, so it's like, it's still limited. It's like shooting yourself in the foot if you overdo the illustration without really thinking about the rigging process. So now that we have the side of the hair, we're just gonna... Nah, maybe I'll copy paste it later. It's the template, the guide shape is already on the left side anyway, so that should be fine. I don't need to think about it too hard. Too much thinking! It hurts my brain! Oh, I got to get the Age of Imprisonment, the new Zelda Warriors game, yesterday. And I got to play a little bit today, and also last night, but it's really fun. I do like that they have new mechanics in the game. I wish I could play it on stream, but there is cooking, and Mineru, one of the characters, has an owl mask, but I want to play it now, so it might be a while before I actually stream it. Maybe in a few years or something, but it's really fun. And I can't wait to play more, and hopefully after stream, I'll be able to play a little bit more Zelda content. It's always a nice thing. Yeah, totally. Even though it's a Warriors game. Although I do quite like the Hyrule Warriors games. I like it a lot. I even played the first Hyrule Warriors game back on the Wii U when I had my first Wii U set. I would lose sleep over it back then. Although I am kinda excited what they're gonna do next. For the next reincarnation of Zelda and the other characters. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of use that concept for the live-action series, because there's like rumors that they're gonna be making a live-action series of Zelda. No actors casted yet, I think, but I'm pretty excited. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep the shading simple, because that's what's on my sample portfolio, and I don't want to make my chibi models imbalanced from each other, so I'll only do like minor improvements for each model that I create. And I do notice that in my chibi model, my VTuber children models so far, there's always some sort of interesting gimmick going on. Like for example, for this one, it'll be my first time doing a jacket off toggle for a chibi model, because I've done that for a full type VTuber before. So it's, I don't know, I just find it interesting that there's a sign of growth, a sign of experiment for every VTuber model that I've done so far. And hopefully I get to do that more. Kinda like the VTuber child that I delivered today. Their gimmick is that they have wings, like big devil wings. You'll see a showcase of it eventually. But it was really interesting separating the wing parts so that it folds inwards and also spreads outwards, and I got to achieve it, so I'm pretty proud of that. Ah, it's looking pretty cute. And that's the aim. Oh, huh? So cute. Well, maybe I'll move the horns up a little bit. And what's interesting with Clip Studio Paint's Liquify tool is that you can liquify folders. It does lag a little bit though, so I try not to liquify folders that have too many layers in it. Because, yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer. Okay. So, well... Okay, now for the body. Just remember, Kuwa, you're working on a Chibi VTuber model, not a full-type VTuber model. Don't overwork yourself. What is it? How would you, There's this term in Tagalog, it's called pabibo, wherein you go over the top, but surely there's a one-word equivalent to that. Over the top, I guess. I just want to keep experimenting and trying new things and do my best. Wow. For every piece of work that I put out there, I wanna make sure it represents me. Actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna polish it now. Oh, that's my timer. Oh my goodness. So far, we've finished the entire head and the bow. Oh. Uh-oh. I think at this point, for the next hour, after I get back from my break, we're just gonna be able to finish the clothes but not the jacket. But that's totally fine. I'll try to do this all quick-like, especially since I did say that I want to finish this, or that I'm gonna finish this model on stream, so let's see. It's more of a self-imposed challenge at this point, but again, I'm not gonna rush it. And then my Clip Studio Paint just decided to lag on me. It's okay, at least we saved. Right before the break, right? Oh, a sibling? Yeah! Hello, Nala. I'm currently working on a Chibi VTuber model for Plum TV. And this is what they look like. So cute. And this is my progress so far. I'm just reworking the shadows. And what do you call this? I also got to deliver a VTuber child this earlier today. Although, the model showcase video won't be until March. Because I'm trying to space out my model showcases. And currently, I think I have 3 model showcases in the queue. So it might be a while. But you might see them around. So now it gives you the illusion that the bow is moving left and right later. Okay, that works. Now I can copy-paste the bow onto the foot. Ooh, very cute, thank you. I think so too. The character design, the color scheme, very cute. So there's the stocking as well, the shorts, the skirt. Am I missing something on the skirt? Hopefully not. It'll come together later. If I keep hesitating, I'm not gonna make progress. So there's the puff of the sleeve. Maybe I'll flatten this one because it's gonna be on the inner side of the arm. And then the cuff, the collar thing. And then I'll just take the same heart shape from the button. Because I think, yeah, they also have a button, a red button on the sleeve. So I'll just take the same one from earlier. But maybe this time I'll just turn it into a solid shape. Maybe I'll use this same pink found on the skirt. And then I'll keep the same pink found from the earrings. And then I'll just liquefy it so it kind of wraps around, like it looks more symmetrical on all edges. Just a little bit. There you go. Maybe a bit smaller. So it's more obvious that it has a dark pink border from afar later on. And so now I should have some sort of another symmetry tool for the arrow. We're just gonna take that. Yeah, okay. So now we have the jacket sleeve, and then maybe I'll just clip everything, and then I'll just draw the rest of the jacket some other time. Because we only have about a minute left, but I'll stop my timer there, since we really only need to rearrange everything. So there's the back of the head, so we're just gonna move it there. And then we're just gonna recolor the body first. What color is this? This one? So there's the thumb and then the fingers. Color, you fool! There you go. Oh, it's been colored. Alright. I panicked a little bit. I didn't mean to. And then I'll just copy paste the rest of the fingers later in Live 2D. And then we're just gonna color everything accordingly. Now check this out. Clip! There you go. Magic! Torso detail. We're just gonna rename it as such. And then the frill, I'll just squish it later. Now let's just check if everything is in the middle. Yep, it is. Alright, awesome. So now we have our leg guide for presentation purposes. And you know what? I think we're pretty much done for today. It doesn't look complete, but in due time it will be. Just believe. We've done all of the head parts, the torso, clothes, and legs parts, and also the arm parts. We just haven't assembled everything, but that should be fine. Should be easy enough for me to do on my own time. And I haven't done like the body section of the jacket, but maybe I'll just do it next week, or maybe tomorrow or something, or on Monday, depends. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my stream and for hanging out. If you're still around, I appreciate you for stopping by and for sticking around, and please look forward to this model. Maybe in the future this video would come out after the model showcase, but we'll see. Anyway, goodbye!